Greetings gastronauts, this is Keith Cooks. I'm Keith and today I'm going to show you how to do scrambled eggs 3 different ways. Probably more than a month ago I got a request from Ross Hudson asking me to demonstrate how you make scrambled eggs in a microwave and in the conventional way, and then try and decide which is better. I like a challenge. I'm sorry I had to wait so long. But also I'm going to do a third way. I'm going to do it sous vide, which on the face of it looks ridiculous. It takes more than half an hour as opposed to 2 minutes for the microwave version. But we'll see, it might be like 10 times better tasting. You never know. Anyway, scrambled eggs 3 ways. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to do the microwave one first because I'm hungry and it's the quickest one. So you need a bowl, a whisk, 2 eggs, couple of tablespoons of milk and salt and pepper, and we just break the eggs into the bowl, add the milk and whisk it. Now there's a bit of controversy about seasoning eggs, as in if you put the salt in too soon it will draw out the liquid and you'll get a runny, not very nice scrambled egg. So I'm going to put the seasoning in near the end. Right, that's all mixed, so that goes in the microwave for 45 seconds on full power. Okay, you see it's kind of beginning to set, not much. So just give that a stir, break up these bits and give it another 45 seconds. Okay, that's a bit weird, but you know, I suppose you could call that kind of scrambled egg. It's not very scrambled. So now I'm going to put a pinch of salt in there and some black pepper. And I guess at this point, if you wanted to get fancy, you could add cheese or smoked salmon or any of those wonderful things. But I'm just going to pop that back in for another 15 seconds. Right, microwave scrambled eggs on hot buttered toast. I've got to say it doesn't look massively appetizing, but taste will tell. Yeah, kind of scrambled egg, not sensational. Now for the conventional scrambled eggs, I've got 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of milk, a knob of butter, pinch of salt and a sprinkling of ground black pepper. So same drill as for microwaving, just break the eggs into a bowl and whisk in the milk, and again no salt or seasoning till the end. I'm just going to melt the knob of butter in a frying pan on medium heat and pop the egg and milk mixture in, and when it starts to solidify just pull the curds across the pan. You don't want to be stirring it and whipping it actually. I'm going to take that off the heat for a little bit. It'll continue cooking from residual heat in the pan. Now back on the heat, and just break up these curds a little bit. Off the heat again. Now we're nearly done, so we can chuck some salt in there now. Bit of pepper. One last drag around and get your toast on and we're done. Okay, now the taste test. Yeah, that's proper scrambled egg. I think I prefer it to the microwave one. It's got a different texture. It's nice. Right, so third method of doing scrambled eggs, sous vide. And so I've got 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of milk, salt, pepper, a bowl and a bag and a whisk, and over there off camera a sous vide machine. So I'm going to usual drill, break the eggs into the bowl, add the milk and beat them up. I've been doing a bit of research on the salt addition issue, and a very trusted source, seriouseats.com, say it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. So I'm putting the salt in now. I won't put the pepper in now, I'll put that in at the end. So I've got my wonderful Anova Precision Cooker TM immersion circulator sous vide machine heating to 75 degrees Celsius, and it's nearly there. So I'm going to put the egg and milk mixture into a bag. If you're not a cheapskate and you're using a vacuum pack thingy, actually, I don't think this would work with one of those because you need to agitate it a couple of times during the cooking, but it might work. Okay, nearly there. 74.7. Oh, that was interesting. 0.9, 0.7, 0.6. Beep, beep, beep. Anyway, that's close enough. So we'll pop the bag of eggs in. I'll squeeze out the air, zip it shut. And now that needs to cook for half an hour in total, 30 minutes. But every 10 minutes or so, you need to take it out and just give it a squeeze. Okay, so that's 10 minutes. Let's give it a little squeeze. Ow, that's hot. And pop it back in for another 10 minutes. Yeah, ooh, 75 degrees, that's hot. Okay, another 10 minutes and time for second agitation. I'm a bit worried about this because it doesn't actually seem to be setting, but we shall see. Okay, back in another 10 minutes. Okay, here it is. More scrambled egg. Oh dear. I'll be glad when this is over so I can go back to bacon butties. So, just tip it out onto your toast. To be perfectly honest, I had a go at this yesterday and I thought there was a bit too much milk in there, so I've only used 1 tablespoon in this one. But here's the thing. It tastes fantastic. The curds are deliciously soft and creamy, and really, I've never been a massive fan of scrambled eggs, but I am now if they're done like this. Sous vide, brilliant. Okay, so the results are in. The microwave one was very quick, quite easy, but I didn't really like the texture of it. The conventional way was also quite quick, but pretty fiddly. You've got to pay attention to what you're doing, although the taste is a little bit better than the microwave one. But way out in front for many reasons was the sous vide one. It tasted great, the texture was fantastic, and it's actually really easy to do. The only downside is it takes half an hour or 32 minutes. But you know, get up half an hour earlier and you can have sous vide scrambled eggs for your breakfast. How cool is that? And that's that. Hope you enjoyed it. Now please share it with all your friends on social media. Subscribe to this channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and don't forget the amazing website that has all the details of all the recipes. And thank you for watching. Come back soon.